Conqueror's Haki is an incredible power in the One Piece world that only 1 in 1 million people possess. Like the other two forms of Haki, this power is not something that can be awakened. Instead, the user has to be born with it and, at some point in their life, they manage to gain mastery over this skill. Conqueror's Haki is an extremely dangerous ability, and it allows the user to impose their willpower on others. When this happens, the target usually passes out if the difference in power is significant. The advanced form of Conqueror's Haki is known as Conqueror's Haki Infusion. Only a handful of the strongest are known to be able to infuse their bodies or their weapons with Conqueror's Haki. Zoro. Zoro is a sword master and an exceptionally powerful pirate. In the Wano Country arc, Zoro received the powerful sword named Enma, and it helped him tap into his Conqueror's Haki for the very first time. Using Enma, Zoro was able to code his swords in Conqueror's Haki. He did this against King the Wildfire, and ended up defeating him with his newly acquired abilities. However, Zoro cannot maintain this power for long, and his usage of it is likely the weakest in the story so far. Yamato. Yamato is Kaido's child, and, thus, it is no surprise for the fans to know that she possesses the ability to wield Conqueror's Haki as well. Yamato was seen infusing her Kanabo with Conqueror's Haki and using the techniques of her father, such as Thunder Bagua. Her control over it is great enough to fight her father for an extended period of time with minimal damage. Rayleigh. Rayleigh is a legendary figure in the One Piece world, famously known as the Dark King. It is no surprise to know that Rayleigh possesses the power to use all three Haki types, and he has also acquired the skills of Conqueror's Haki coding, meaning he's among the handful of the strongest people in One Piece. Rayleigh was seen using this ability when he confronted Blackbeard on Amazon Lily. He is very old right now, meaning this skill of his is weakened. Garp. The hero of the Navy, Garp is among the legends of the One Piece world and the strongest Navy officer to ever exist. Garp doesn't possess any Devil Fruit power and solely relies on his Haki in battle. Garp is a user of Conqueror's Haki Infusion, and fans saw him use this ability during his invasion of the pirate island. Garp's Haki is such that he was able to destroy a large part of the town on the pirate island with a single punch. Oden. Kazuki Oden was the daimyo of Wano Country's Kuri region and the rightful shogun of the country. Oden was an extremely powerful pirate and possessed great ambition. As such, him having Conqueror's Haki is not a surprise at all. At some point in his life, Oden mastered the ability to use Conqueror's coding. When he deployed this skill, he was able to scar Kaido. He could potentially have killed the dragon if wasn't distracted. Luffy. Luffy is one of the 4 emperors of the sea and a pirate worth 3 billion berries. He has advanced all 3 types of his Haki, and his Conqueror's Haki reached the next level in the Wano arc. Luffy learned the ability to infuse Conqueror's Haki during his fight against Kaido. Although his usage of this ability was rough at first, the more he fought, the more control he gained over it. Currently, Luffy is among its very best users. Big Mom. Big Mom is a former emperor of the sea, and, thus, it is no surprise to know that she is a user of Conqueror's Haki as well. In Wano, she demonstrated the usage of the advanced form of Conqueror's Haki when she took down Page 1, one of the Tobi Rappo, in a single punch. Sadly, Big Mom did not make much use of this ability for unknown reasons when fighting Law and Kid. It is difficult to gauge how strong her usage of it is. Kaido. The strongest creature in the world, Kaido is a pirate worth 4.6 billion berries, and he ruled over Wano Country until recently. He fought against Luffy in Wano and demonstrated the ability to use Conqueror's Haki Infusion to the fullest. Kaido's Haki was certainly superior to that of Luffy, however, he ended up losing the fight to him anyway. His Haki is extremely powerful and, given that he was known to be the strongest pirate, his proficiency in advanced Conqueror's Haki was very impressive. Shanks. Shanks is one of the 4 emperors of the sea in One Piece and likely the strongest of the current Yonko. He wields a legendary sword named Griffin and, given that he has no Devil Fruit powers, Shanks solely relies on his Haki in battle. His biggest asset is his Conqueror's Haki. Shanks can use Advanced Conqueror's Haki very well, and he was able to dismantle the entirety of Kid Pirates with a single swing of his sword. Whitebeard, one of the former emperors of the sea, Whitebeard was a legendary figure in the One Piece world. He was known to be the only pirate capable of rivaling Gul D. Roger in combat, and this certainly made him special. After the death of Roger, he was widely known as the King of the Seas, and rightly so. While he possessed a powerful devil fruit that gave him the power to destroy the world, Whitebeard also had an extremely powerful Conqueror's Haki. He was also a user of Conqueror's Haki infusion, and he displayed the skill when he fought against Roger on an island in the New World. This battle ended in a draw. Roger, the Pirate King, Gul D. Roger is one of the strongest characters in the entire series, if not the strongest. Roger did not possess any devil fruit abilities. Instead, he relied on just his Haki in battle, making him an exceptionally powerful pirate. Roger had control over Advanced Conqueror's Haki, and he displayed its usage in the fights against both Odin and Whitebeard. The fact that he was able to tie the fight with Whitebeard even though the latter possessed an extremely overpowered devil fruit on top of Advanced Conqueror's Haki means that his Conqueror's Haki was likely much superior. Furthermore, Roger managed this while being extremely sick, and this only goes to show that, in his prime, he was the greatest pirate. And in other news, One Piece, 8 best fire users. Fire manipulation is an incredible power that has existed in fiction for years upon years. Being one of the coolest abilities out there, it is no surprise that One Piece also features several characters with this power. Fire manipulation comes in different forms in One Piece, and while some can produce it, others can manipulate it, and some others can become it in the purest form. It goes without saying that the strength of fire manipulation differs from user to user, and only a few can master and employ it at the very best level. Oven. Charlotte Oven is one of the strongest officers of the Big Mom Pirates, and a man worth 300 million berries. He is the user of the Netsu no Mi, and he can heat up his body or anything that he is touching with ease. At the peak of his abilities, he can also set things on fire. While Oven can use flames, his control over them is rather limited. Furthermore, the hotness of the flames he produces is likely not that great compared to the others. Nonetheless, he is a skilled fighter and a veteran of the Big Mom Pirates. King. King is an exceptionally strong flame user as well. He is a Lunar Yun and, as shown in Wano, they have the ability to manipulate fire at will. King can use flames all over his body, and even conjure them, and hurl them at his enemies. At their strongest, his flames take on the appearance of magma, and can burn very hot. Against Zoro, however, it didn't seem to be all that effective. Nonetheless, King is a very good flame user, and likely to be one of the very best in One Piece. Portghast Ace. Portghast Ace was the brother of Monkey D. Luffy and was introduced to the fans during the Alabasta Saga. There, it was revealed to everyone that Ace was a user of the Mera Mera no Mi. This devil fruit is incredibly powerful and allowed Ace to become fire itself, thanks to its Logia nature. With its powers, Ace was able to become fire itself, as well as manipulate it and produce it according to his will. He could set a fleet of ships on fire or burn down a town with rather ease. Ace's fire was such that even skilled users of Haki could not resist it, and that just goes to show how incredibly hot his flames were. Marco. Marco is a very powerful pirate, and the former right-hand man of Whitebeard himself. He uses flames that are very different from all the other types seen in One Piece. He possesses the blue flames of resurrection, and these flames work in a different manner when compared to any other flame. They possess healing properties, and, although they consume stamina, they can let Marco recover from any damage that he takes. Marco's flames also have a superiority over regular flames, as seen when he clashed briefly against Big Mom. He is a great flame user, even though his flames are slightly different. Sabo. Sabo is also a powerful flame user, and is likely stronger than his brother, Ace. He is the chief of staff of the Revolutionary Army, and the number 2 of Monkey D. Dragon. Known around the world as the Flame Emperor, Sabo is the current user of the Mera Mera no Mi. This devil fruit was formerly Ace's, and, after his death, it came into the possession of Doflamingo. In the Dressrosa arc, Sabo consumed it, and, currently, he is mastering its abilities. His usage of this power is certainly not as refined as that of Ace yet, which makes Ace a better flame user than him. However, Overall, Sabo is definitely stronger at the moment. Sanji. Sanji is an exceptionally skilled flame user as well. His flame powers come from the genetic alterations that were made to him before he was born. Sanji was born with an incredible resistance to heat, and, later, this resistance developed into the ability to manifest fire on his legs. After his genetic modifications awakened completely, Sanji could manifest blue flames, which are known to burn even hotter than regular flames. This means that the flames that Sanji possesses are hotter than the ones possessed by the users of the Mera Mera no Mi. In terms of pure firepower, he is likely the strongest flame user in One Piece. Big Mom. Big Mom is an extremely powerful pirate and a former Yonko of the sea. She possesses the powers of the Sora Sora no Mi, which is a powerful paramecia type of devil fruit using which she can manipulate souls at will. Big Mom has given a piece of her soul to fire itself and created a son homie named Prometheus. Using Prometheus, she can manipulate fire at will. At its strongest, Prometheus cannot even be put out by water. Furthermore, Big Mom can also produce a substance similar to magma, and she shares this in common with Kaido. Her ability to burn enemies is very impressive, however. Law dealt with it with rather ease. Kaido. Kaido is an exceptionally powerful flame user as well. Thanks to his devil fruit, Kaido can spit fire, and it is strong enough to vaporize entire mountains within a matter of seconds. In his strongest form, named Kain Haku, can cover his body in magma which is hot enough to melt entire islands. This ability of Kaido was known to be his strongest, and it was used against Luffy's Gear 5. Although it burned Luffy to quite a great degree, it was not powerful enough to overcome him. That's a wrap for this video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We'll be back with more amazing videos very soon.